Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So today I am filming my first haul of the season and it's a big one. I tend to do these big collective hauls once per season. So this is my autumn edition and these are all the pieces I have been picking up over the past like 6 weeks or so, I would say. But for some reason there always seems to be a very consistent colour scheme when I film these videos. And as you can tell by the rail, this time happens to be a black and chocolate brown and like navy and those kind of darker tones. There are also a few like lighter neutral tones dotted in here and there, but yeah, there are a lot of like classic blacks and browns on the rail. I'd say everything is very classic, all very key like wardrobe staple type pieces. And I'm really excited about this haul because I love everything in here. Everything is such good quality. So yeah, let's jump in to the haul. So normally when I film these hauls, I do it by brand, but this time I've decided to organise it by category. So I'd be interested to know what kind of style you prefer or if you have a preference at all. But I'm going to start off with outerwear pieces. I've got a few, and the first couple of pieces are from a brand called Boda Skins. They do the most incredible leather jackets and leather pieces, and I'm very excited to be working with them on this part of the video. So I picked up 2 new leather jackets to try, and I'm obsessed with them both. This first one is the piece that I didn't know was missing from my wardrobe. I've already styled this a few times and I'm so excited to wear it. I know it's going to become an absolute classic staple piece in my wardrobe. So it's actually a cropped style, which I absolutely love. I feel like that really makes it lend itself well to evening outfits as well as more like casual daytime outfits. And because I am quite petite, as I'm only 5'2", I feel like a crop style just really kind of elongates my legs and I just find it to be quite flattering. This one actually comes in 2 different lengths. So this is the original length, but it does also come in a tall version. So if you are on the taller side, then that is also an option. And I'd say the sizing on this is quite generous. I went for the extra small, but I could have definitely sized down. Boda Skins' sizing range is so good. So I think there are 2 smaller sizes than the extra small, and then it goes right up into the bigger sizes as well. The quality of this is just incredible. The leather is so soft. And it kind of like crosses over, as you can see, and fastens over here. I've mostly been wearing it undone though. I styled it for the cutaways with some grey trousers and a white t-shirt and some trainers. But you might have seen, if you follow me on Instagram, that I did a reel styling this as well. And I paired it with a silk maxi skirt and some heeled boots for more of like a date night style vibe. And then the second style I went for from Boda Skins, I would say is more of like your classic biker jacket. Again, it is in the same like buttery soft leather, but this one is a regular length and it has all those like classic details, like the ribbed detail on the shoulders, and then it's got a bit more like hardware and zips, and then it also has this belt detail, which I absolutely love. So this one is designed to be more of a like slimmer fit, and I personally prefer a boxier fit in my biker jackets. So I did size up in this one to a medium. So if you do prefer like a slightly boxier fit in your leather jackets, then yeah, I would definitely recommend sizing up in this one. I went up 2 sizes and it fits exactly how I would want it to. This one is definitely a versatile style. I'd say this is like your perfect everyday leather jacket. But for the cutaways, I did style it up for more of an evening vibe over the top of a knitted dress. I feel like this one looks particularly nice worn over your shoulders as well. So yeah, it can definitely be styled up for the evening too. It does also come in a few different hardware options. So there is the classic silver, or the one that I went for, which is like more of a gunmetal grey. And then I do believe it also comes in gold hardware as well. But I went for this like gunmetal, kind of more matte silver, because I feel like it lends itself really nicely to being worn with like gold or silver hardware. I'm definitely like a gold jewelry girl, and most of my bags have gold hardware on them as well. So I love that I can style this with like my gold accessories too. I still would with like silver hardware as well, but I just feel like that like slightly more muted tone just works that little bit better. So I really like that Boda Skins have that option. So the next piece looks like a cloak hung on the hanger like this, but this is actually a coat from COS in the most beautiful navy pinstripe. I told myself it was too early to be buying coats, but when I walked into COS, I think I actually audibly gasped when I saw this piece. I just fell in love instantly, and when I tried it on, I just knew I had to buy it. So it is a wool coat. I think it is 100% wool, and it's really, really long. On me, it is like ankle length, which is the length I like for my coats. I love them to be super, super long. And I went for the extra small, and it's definitely a more oversized fit, but nothing crazy. So I'd say just go true to size in this. The only thing I would say is that the sleeves are a little bit long on me, but I've literally just rolled them back a little bit and it looks absolutely fine, and yeah, then they are perfect. But the thing that sold me this coat and meant I could not leave it in the shop is the fact that it has this gorgeous scarf detail. I love a scarf detail on a jacket. You might remember I bought the Totem scarf jacket last year, and I already just can't wait to bring that piece back out again for winter this year. But this is actually detachable as well. So it has a little button at the back, so you can actually take the scarf off and just wear the coat on its own, or of course also wear the scarf separately too. So yeah, this coat was definitely more of an investment again. It was £250, which is definitely pricey, but it is such beautiful quality. Pinstripe is so on trend this year, and I love navy as well. It's one of my favourite colours to wear. I feel like it just gives off such like chic vibes. So yeah, I would highly recommend this if you can get your hands on it. So the next outerwear piece I picked up is a classic black blazer. I have had my Zara blazer for many years now, and it could really do with being replaced. I nearly bought one last year but never got around to it, so I thought at the start of the season was a good time to invest in a new one this year. So this is from Arket, and it is one of their classic wool blazers. I do already own this blazer in camel and also in like a taupey beige colour. And I went for the 34 in those two, but in this one I decided to size down and go for the 32. It's definitely a more oversized fit and a boxier style blazer, but I was actually pleasantly surprised that the 32 fits perfectly on my shoulders. So I'd say if you prefer like a slimmer fit in your blazers, then size down once in this. But if you prefer like quite a boxy, oversized fit, then go for your regular size. I just went for the size down because I'm quite petite, and sometimes I feel like oversized blazers can really swamp me. So yeah, I was really happy with the size of this. The only thing I would say is that it is a little bit long in the body. I could leave it, but I think I might actually get it tailored. Just so it is my perfect fitting black blazer. I reach for my black blazer literally all the time in autumn winter. It's definitely one of the like hardest working pieces in my wardrobe, so I think it's worth it to get it tailored so it fits me perfectly. So this next piece is something a little bit different for me. Holland Cooper actually reached out and asked if I would like to pick out some pieces, and I just fell in love with this blazer. I wouldn't say it is my usual style. I'd say it's a little bit preppier than what I normally wear and go for, but I absolutely love the cut of it because it's like a double-breasted style. It's got the classic gold buttons, which Holland Cooper have in like most of their pieces, if I can get it done up. Okay, finally managed to do it up, but as you can see, it does kind of cross over, and it has that kind of like nipped in waist effect, which I always love. It isn't a cropped blazer, but it's definitely shorter than a lot of the blazers in my wardrobe, which again I like with me being petite. This camel wool is absolutely gorgeous. I feel like it's such a chic, kind of like equestrian vibe piece. If you watch my vlogs, you might know that we go to the Cotswolds quite a lot. We absolutely love it there. And I feel like this will be the perfect blazer to wear in the countryside for like a really nice evening meal, over the top of like a knitted dress. I feel like this will be perfect, or worn with like some black trousers and a black top. I feel like it's just going to be such a chic piece. And because it's something a little bit different, I am really excited to style this up. So definitely have a look out on my Instagram to see the ways I am wearing this. I went for the 36, I believe. Yeah, so it is a size 8. So I did size up one size, and I'm happy that I did, because I feel like the 6 might have been a little bit tight on my shoulders. Whereas with the 8, I've definitely got enough room. So yeah, maybe consider sizing up in this if you do go for this piece. So if you've watched any of my hauls before, you might have heard me mention the Australian brand Dissh. They very kindly sent me a few new pieces, 2 of which I showed you in my last video, the capsule wardrobe one. So I'm not going to show you those again because I've already got enough to be showing you in this video. But this was the 3rd piece that they sent me. It's covered in dog hairs. Wally is molting like no tomorrow at the minute, so please excuse that. I guess that is the one downside of wearing all black clothes. But yeah, I absolutely love this dress. It actually did go viral on like TikTok, so you might recognize the style. It is a really thick, like heavy ribbed knit. It's actually super, super heavy. I have it in the sleeveless version, and I made the mistake of hanging it up, and it did stretch out a bit because there is so much weight in the skirt. So I'd say if you do buy this piece, then definitely store it folded. It does come in a really nice like cotton dust bag, so I'm just going to keep it folded up in that. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning quality. It goes out into a like quite voluminous skirt, so you've got really, really nice movement. And then at the back you also have this tie section, so you can cinch it in, and it really just like flows and molds to your figure, which I just think is so flattering. Moving on to some trousers and skirts. The first piece I picked up is this pair of wide leg wool trousers from Arket. If you have watched my videos before, you will have definitely heard me talking about my Arket wool trousers, and these are a very, very similar style to those. The only difference I would say is that these are a wider leg, whereas the other styles that I wear all the time kind of taper in a little bit. But I think this really dark, cool toned chocolate brown tone is just so, so gorgeous. This is absolutely going to be my colour palette for this year. I'm just loving brown tones at the minute. The waistband is a really, really nice as well. I like how that kind of crosses over, and then you've got this button detail. Lengthwise, they are just a little bit too long for me to be able to wear with a flat trainer. But with a chunkier trainer like my New Balance, they work perfectly. I can also wear them with a little kitten heel or like a heeled boot as well. So I think they are a really, really good length if you are slightly more petite. But if you are maybe like 5'4" and above, then you'll be able to wear them with like a flat, like pump style trainer, which I think would look really, really nice too. And then I also picked up a couple of skirts from Arket. I ordered 2 colours to decide between. They're both the same style, and they are both a maxi length satin skirt. If you watched my last video, you'll know I'm loving the maxi skirt trend at the minute, and I kind of fancied one in a bit of a lighter colour. So I ordered this gorgeous taupey like mushroom brown, and then this like muted sagey olivey green. I'm not sure which I prefer. I think I prefer this colour, but I'm not sure whether the green is a bit more kind of spring vibes, whereas this one is maybe more of an autumn winter tone. So you'll have to let me know which one you prefer. Lengthwise, they are maxi skirts, so they look really nice dressed up with a heel or with a boot underneath. I also really like that vibe where people wear maxi skirts with ballet flats. I feel like that is another trend at the minute, and I think it looks really cute. The only thing I don't like about these skirts is that the waistband is fully elasticated, and it's got that kind of like zigzag stitching across the waistband, which I do think makes it look a little bit cheaper. I'd prefer it if it was like a drawstring waist or something with a zip. But I guess with these kind of skirts, you're usually tucking something into them anyway. I'd probably mostly wear them with like a t-shirt or like a knit or something. So it doesn't really bother me too much. Moving on to some tops and knitwear. And this first piece I am so excited about. It might be the most plain, boring looking knit in the world, but I have been wanting a black cashmere knit for quite a while now. And this one from Arket is absolutely perfect. It is 75% cashmere and 25% wool, so gorgeous quality and a really, really soft knit. It is a round neck, which I think is my favourite neckline, to be honest, when it comes to knitwear. Sometimes I find like higher necks to be quite obstructive, so I really like the neckline on this. And then the sleeves are like kind of like a relaxed fit. They're not too wide, but I really, really like the wider cuff detail. I feel like that makes it look really expensive. They're also quite long, but not like too long for me. And the length of this is really nice too. It's definitely not like the most oversized fitting jumper ever. Normally I find Arket can come up a little bit bigger, but this piece I would say is definitely true to size. I went for the extra small and I feel like it fits perfectly, but I could have gone for the small for like a slightly more oversized, relaxed feel. One thing I love about this is the fact that it's got splits at the side. I feel like that makes it super easy to style because you can very easily tuck it into things. I love doing like a half tuck with my knitwear, and it's just so much easier when you've got that split detail, because the front section tucks in really nicely, but then you've still got the back section which like hangs down. So yeah, I feel like it is the perfect black knit. Although it might be quite boring, I know I'm going to reach for this so much. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with this piece from Arket. And then I did also pick up a couple of knitted tops because they are just my absolute favourite thing to wear at this time of year. One of which I am wearing. This one is a new piece from Abercrombie. It's actually a bodysuit and I already have it in grey and black from last year. So I was very happy when I saw that they had brought the style back out again this year. I really like this crossover detail. I feel like it's really, really flattering. It's a super soft knit and yeah, just a really easy one to style with everything. This like taupey beige colour I feel goes really nicely with like chocolate brown tones. So yeah, just another really handy addition to my wardrobe. And then the second one I picked up is from Arket. This is pretty much the exact same colour as the brown trousers from Arket I just showed you. So I'm definitely going to be styling the two pieces together. It's a little bit of like an off the shoulder, kind of, is it called like a boat neck? I don't know, where it kind of scoops up a little bit at the shoulders. I really, really like the neckline anyway. And I think this might be 100% wool, or if not, a wool blend. It is a tiny bit itchy. That doesn't really bother me. I'm not really sensitive to wool, but if you are, then maybe don't go for this one. But yeah, I just feel like tops like this are really handy. They're very, very easy to dress up or down and just make you feel kind of put together without putting too much effort in, which I always love. So this next piece isn't the most glamorous, but it was definitely a practical purchase. And so far it's been my most worn piece on the entire reel. It is a really kind of heavyweight, thick knit from COS. I think it is cotton though, so it's perfect for this kind of time of year. It's not going to make you too hot and bothered. And yeah, I just feel like it is a great casual piece. I've been wearing it loads, worn over the top of like leggings and like gym sets. It's great to just throw on to go to the gym in or for taking the dog out. It's just that kind of perfect, everyday, easy to wear kind of knit. I went for the extra small and I really like the fit of it. Again, it's not like too oversized and I really like that it kind of tapers in at the bottom. It kind of like blouses over, which I find quite flattering. And you can also very easily tuck this into a pair of jeans and it isn't like too bulky or anything, which is fab. I love the zip detail as well. You can kind of wear it more done up or like slightly more open with a t-shirt underneath. And this colour just kind of goes with everything. And then I also picked up one piece from Zara whilst I was in London recently. The waistcoat trend was so big throughout spring and summer, and it was a trend I really, really liked. So I was on the hunt for like a more winter appropriate one, and I spotted this one in Zara and I loved it. It's a little bit longer than the other ones I have, but I really love how it kind of cinches in at the waist. Don't know if you can really see, but it does go in, and I think that is so chic. I wore it recently with a pair of white trousers to an event. It was when we had that like weird heat wave period, and yeah, I think that was a really good kind of transitional but still summery outfit. But for autumn, I'm seeing this worn with jeans or with trousers. You can kind of wear it with one button open so it kind of flows out a little bit, which I think looks really, really nice. The quality is really good too, and I think it was like £30 or around that price point anyway. It also has this little detail at the back, which doesn't really do anything, I don't think, but it does look quite nice. So yeah, I love this piece, and a little bit more of a trend-led one, but still really classic. And again, just super easy to style. And then I have had a couple of new in bags recently. This one is from Arket, and it actually just arrived this morning. So it has like misshapen a little bit when it has been like delivered, but I'm sure we can sort that out. But this is a tote bag, again in chocolate brown. This is such a good size because it fits your laptop, so it would make an amazing work bag or like uni bag if you do go to uni. I just feel like it's a really practical size. It kind of sits on the shoulder like this, and then it does have this like adjustable buckle detail. I already have a bag, well I have two bags from Arket that are very similar. They do two different sizes of a crossbody bag that have this same detail on the strap. And I've actually seen that they have brought out this colour in the smaller size crossbody. I'll put a picture into the side so you know what I'm on about. And I'm now actually thinking I'm going to return this and exchange for the crossbody bag. Whilst this is much more practical and fits loads more stuff, I feel like I probably get more wear out of the crossbody style. So yeah, I do think I will exchange it. But I wanted to obviously show you this one anyway because I think it's such a gorgeous bag. They're a little bit more expensive, but the leather is beautiful quality, and this tone of chocolate is just absolutely perfect and so on trend for this season. And then the second bag is from a brand called Cafoon. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce it, but it is a gorgeous brand. I've been admiring their bags for quite some time, and they actually reached out to see if I would like to pick a style, which of course I did. I think they are such beautiful bags, and I went for this one, which is, this bag comes in like 3 different sizes I think, and this is the largest size. And I went for this like taupey greige kind of colour because I don't actually have any bags in my wardrobe that are this kind of tone. And I've worn it so much already. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The quality and like the craftsmanship of these bags is gorgeous. I'd say they are very similar to kind of Polaine or Demelia or Oleada bags, and also a similar price point as well. This one's a great like everyday bag. I think this would make a really nice work bag too. Obviously you can't get your laptop in there, but you can fit like a decent amount of stuff. And it also has a little zip pocket on the back, which is handy too, and a crossbody strap as well. So yeah, I thought I would give that a mention because I think it is absolutely gorgeous. And then the final piece in the haul is a belt, which I picked up from Arket. I already actually own this in black, and it's such a lovely classic belt. Not too badly priced either for Arket, and also for a leather belt. I really, really like the horse bit detail at the front. It's very, very chic. and I loved this like burgundy, like oxblood colour. I tried it on with the chocolate brown trousers from Arket before, and they looked really gorgeous together. And I feel like this oxblood shade just fits perfectly into my autumn colour palette. And that is everything in my absolutely mammoth autumn haul. I feel like I need to sit down with a cup of tea now and just not speak for a bit, because I feel like I've been talking for absolutely ages. So if you did make it to the end, then well done. I really hope you enjoyed seeing everything I picked up over the past month or so. I do feel like these are really classic, easy to style pieces. I feel like I repeat that a lot throughout the video, so apologies for that, but yeah, they just really are. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, everything will be linked below with all my sizes in case I forgot to mention. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, because it really helps out my channel. And yeah, thank you again, and hopefully I will see you for my next video.